This could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back to the show. I am Fred Dreyer, your host, along with Eric Horn, and we're discussing everything that is Mitt Romney and certainly Barack Hussein, Muhammad Atta, Obama. And Eric, we're discussing, what Mitt Romney, has to do, and there's a narrative that I believe he's now going to feel free that he can now expand instead of dealing with and talking about and arguing with and spending money on, deriding and trying to torpedo his opponents. I think that he's now going to have to start talking about his presidential run.
Absolutely. And, last night I was watching his victory speech over Super Tuesday with his 5 wins. Mm-hmm. And I have to say, he did do something different than what he normally does. He, like you were saying, he didn't quite attack his fellow candidates that are trying to take the spot away from him. He went right after Barack Obama. He went right after the president of the United States. Mm-hmm. I like that because that's the job that he wants. That's the job that he wants to take over. And he was challenging Barack Obama. He wasn't challenging his running mates. He was challenging the president. I like that.
And he was doing it within the form of truth.
Absolutely.
What he's talking about is the failure of this president. And here's a little bit of what he had to say. This is Mitt Romney.
From generation to generation in this country, Americans have always known that the future would be brighter and better. We've always believed in a tomorrow full of possibility and prosperity and security. That deep confidence in a better tomorrow is the basic promise of America. But today that promise is being threatened by a faltering economy and a failed presidency. To the millions of Americans who look around and can only see jobs they can't get and bills that they can't pay, I have a message. You have not failed. You have a president that's failed you, and that's going to change.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the narrative that is truthful. That's what he has to rely on, and that's what he has to talk about, and that's what he has to develop. And he has to start talking to people that way. He's got to actually bring people along, educate them, and talk to them, and explain to these people in America, and most of these people that he's talking to, the select group of independents, the people that decided, okay, we'll give Barry a chance, we'll put him in office. I mean, there's hope and change, and besides, we're tired of Bush, and so they decided to do that, and now they realize what a gigantic mistake it is. What Mitt is going to have to do, in a very teacherly way, is going to have to bring people along over these next 9 months. He's going to have to bring them along and explain to them, look, it was a mistake. Here's why it was a mistake, and go right down the line and point to the very facts of why it was a mistake. And I think this speech helped establish his position in order to do that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think he does have to go and almost re-educate the American people on how politics works and what side he is on and what side Barack Obama is on, and really what Barack Obama's side has done in the last 4 years to get us to where we are at today, which is not a very strong country economically or defensively.
Yeah, and again, as we listen to these sound bites, we'll interject a little bit of what I believe is the subtext in this election, and that is what is missing in America. Let's, Tommy, give me number 2. Here's Barack at a fundraiser.
Civil rights movement was hard. Winning the vote for women was hard. Making sure that workers had some basic protections was hard. Around the world, Gandhi, Nelson Mandela.
Oh, wow.
What they did
Nice.
was hard.
Yes,
it takes time. It takes more than a single term. It takes more than a single president. It takes more than a single individual.
To do what? To overturn the American way of life? yeah, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take more than you thought it was. You see, Mr. Obama, there's 237 years of Americanism. We've never known anything else but the free enterprise system of freedom and the constitutional republic. You can't come in and do it in 3 years. People caught you last year. That's what 2010 was all about. You can't just come in here and and tell people, by the way, the last 237 years of your existence has been a lie. I don't like it, and we're going to give reparations to people, and we're going to make the playing field even, and we're going to get rid of religion, we're going to get rid of economics, we're going to get rid of education, we're going to get rid of everything, and if you don't like it, then that's too bad, because I'm doing it anyway. And that's the arrogance of a person who hates this country. And I said it, and I believe it to be true. Barack Hussein Obama does not like America or its founding fathers. We'll be right back.